Welcome to Meet Me in the City, a podcast exploring music through the boroughs of America. Joined, as always, by my friends and co-hosts, Dan and Shawn. Shawn, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome.
Awesome?
Really good.
Really good?
Really, really good.
Really good? We've already
How many times can I say really?
I think you're good.
He's looking tan. His hair's on point.
Oh,
He's got the beard going on.
He's got the beard. He's looking good.
Yeah, tell you.
You are looking good today.
Very dapper.
I need to shave this.
Very dapper.
Nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
It helps hide that double chin you're starting to.
Gosh.
And I'm doing great too. Thanks.
I didn't even
What about your double chin?
What about we got four chins on this side of the table. Dan, how are you doing?
I cannot complain.
Okay,
I'm doing all right.
We've already been reminiscing about the 90s and the wonderful aroma of patchouli, clove cigarettes, transporting us to another place in time.
1470s.
Yeah, Dayton institution. Welcome to the podcast, Gretta Smak. Gretta, thank you for joining us.
Hi.
Thank you for coming on. This is awesome.
We're very excited. As we tee up our time with you, just think back and give us your little story about where you came from, where you're from originally, if not Dayton. If Dayton, let's expand on that.
Yeah, I'm originally from Dayton, Ohio. I mean, I guess technically Beaver Creek, but Dayton native. Yeah,
Beaver Creek.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't remember exactly when my music journey started, if you will, but because I mean, I just always remember, even as when I can actually remember, just being like obsessed with music. I mean, anything that was on TV, you know, like Solid Gold, Hee Haw, all the stuff, I'd be like glued to it and just be like, oh my gosh, this is great. You know, like dancing around the living room and just, you know, just really into music. So
That's awesome.
yeah, from what I can, you know, from a very early age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your family, were they musical? Was there instruments? Was there nothing?
There was nothing. Well, I can't say that. My mom would always like sing and, you know, just kind of like little la 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 around the house. And my dad had, you know, the old floor console record player in the basement. And I do remember we would get the what you'd order those records from that newspaper. You get like, you know, 10 of them for a penny, and you glue the penny
Columbia
on.
House.
Yeah, Columbia House. Yeah. So my dad and I would always split it up. He'd order some, then I would order some, and we wait for our records to come in. We're like, yes, you know.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Do you remember some of the?
Yeah, I was just going to say,
Shawn,
what are some of those? Do you remember what some of those early records were?
Not particularly, but I mean, I think I kind of remember like very young getting like Kenny Rogers and, you know, like more country stuff, probably because my dad was into that, like Roy Orbison. And I think I might have had a Strawberry Shortcake record at that point. I was really little.
Nice.
I think like my first like kind of more grown up album that I bought on that was Van Halen 1984.
Oh.
And my mother did not like the cover of that.
Yeah.
That's such a good record.
That is such a good
Oh, yeah, I love that record.
It is so good. I remember that. Was that 84, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
1984. They
No,
played
it came out
Hera.
in 93,
It may have,
ahead of its time.
They were
Way
reminiscing.
ahead. Yeah.
but they played at Hera, and I wanted to go to that so bad. And I'm like, and my parents wouldn't let me go.
You were 15 years old.
15
Yeah.
in 84?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Because
You
I
know
was
me better
14.
than myself.
Yeah. We've been friends a long time.
Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Too late for that.
You wore a size 28 waist and 32
Wow.
long. No,
Wow, that's
Personal.
scary.
I'm sorry.
Oh my.
Yeah, oh my.
You had me do your laundry a few times. That's all.
Really?
Okay, Van Halen.
Man, I should have brought some. I didn't know that was an option.
It's a side hustle. So.
So when you got 1984 by Van Halen, I mean, did that just start you on something totally this rock and roll?
Oh, for sure. But I also vividly remember fourth grade, we would, in our class, we would be like allowed to collect these points for being good. I don't really remember exactly what it was. And after you
Crowd control.
Yeah, basically accumulated so many points, you were allowed to bring a record in. And my friend Javon had brought in Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual, and played it in the class.
man.
And I just like took a look at the cover of that record, and I was just like, I want to be that.
Yes. So did a lot of people.
Everywhere in the 80s. And
That's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
record.
Oh, it's so
is.
good.
Is that the one with the cover, Princess cover, All of My Money? Is
no,
that, or-
it's, oh my gosh. It's,
I think Prince actually wrote a couple of those songs, if I remember correctly. I can't remember.
it'll come to me
When
later.
You Were Mine.
When You Were Mine?
Yeah.
No, is it When You're Mine? Uh-huh. Okay.
When you
I think Money Changes Everything is on that as well, but I
is
don't
it?
know if
That's
he
a
wrote
good one.
who wrote that
I don't
technically.
know. Yeah,
You got to really read those liner notes on
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was amazing, though. I mean,
Oh
it was
yeah,
just-
I just saw her last summer. It was incredible.
did you?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I have to go. I have to go. It
Yeah.
was so great.
Wow,
that's
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yes.
So you're listening to Cyndi Lauper, Van Halen,
Yes.
mending them together.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Which can maybe we'll explain later in your life, right?
Maybe.
So how old were you when 84 came out? I don't know if you said
Let's see. I would have been 9.
Holy.
that. Oh, wow. Okay. And so when you're collecting records, when did you get like this idea that maybe I could play music?
Again, I don't quite remember because I was very young, but I specifically remember my parents would take us over to my grandparents every Saturday, and they would play poker, and I would be there, with my brother and cousin, and we decided we were going to start this band. I was very young. I didn't even own an instrument at that point, and we're like, yeah, we're going to have this band. It's going to be great. And my cousin, who was a couple years older than my brother and I, she's like, yeah, we should name the band Juvenile Delinquents. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I went and told my mom what the band name was. And again, she's like, I don't like that very much.
Oh, man. Jeez.
And we played the family reunion at my parents' house when they had the whole get-together cookout. And I got some plywood and I glued like this other, the neck on, and I painted it green and put some rubber band strings on it because I was a guitar player. I can't remember what my brother did. He might have been the drummer and my cousin was something else. I don't even know. But anyway, we were going to play, you might think, lip syncing this on the, barbecue pit during the family reunion. And I actually wore the tape out before it happened. Oh. So I went to go play and start the performance, and the tape was messed up. So I think I stormed off the barbecue pit like, ah!
Oh, my
Never
golly.
happened.
Yeah, so close.
So when did you pick up the guitar? When did you, your first guitar?
3rd grade, I got
Whoa.
an acoustic guitar.
That's awesome.
But I wasn't quite ready, to start playing with it. I plunked around on it, maybe took a lesson or two, and then I was like, I hate lessons. And then, it kind of sat for a little while. And then I think I remember picking it up and being more serious about it probably in junior high. So it was
Still
probably
pretty early.
Yeah, it is.
probably around 7th grade or so, something like that.
That is awesome.
Play guitar. My first guitar was a cream-colored Hondo H77. I had a little garage sale and sold a bunch of stuff, and I think I paid $100 for it. I don't know. It was-
Wow.
Do you still have that guitar?
no, it got stolen.
Oh,
How did it get stolen? Do we have a story there?
Yeah, it was somewhere I was living. This guy was just a real total jerk and took my guitar.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Beats.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, whatever.
You
It is
moved
what it
on,
is.
right?
Yeah.
So when you got got your Hondo electric, you had an amp too, I assume. or-
Oh yeah, it was some little tiny no-name portable thing. I think my parents we used to go to Pennsylvania every year because my mom was from there, Whitehaven, Pennsylvania, and we would go take little side trips for a day or two. We went to New York City, and when we went that one particular year, I actually found like $30 floating around on the sidewalk. So I grabbed it.
Oh my God.
And then my cousin sold me the amp for like $30. And I'm like, yeah. Sweet.
Wow. The music gods are looking after you.
Yeah. So then, of course, I had the guitar and, my best friend, Missy, we're going to start this band. And I recruited a couple other girls from my class. And, we kind of like would sit in the basement and, I think my one friend, Jenny, she played keyboards and we would try to learn covers. Like, she's like, I know how to play Runaway by Bon Jovi. And I'm like, okay. It was a little above my skill level on guitar, but,
What do you remember what the name of that first band was?
I don't even think we had a name at that point. And then I don't think we had any gigs with that one either, which is kind of like a basement band. But then by the time I was a freshman in high school, we got slightly more serious, and I've recruited some other people, and we played like a couple of birthday parties. And I think it was like mostly covers. I can't imagine we would have written any originals at that point, but did that. And then
all girl group.
The drummer might have been male, but the three of us. It was so crazy because the bass player, I had to like yell out which fret she needed to be on as we were playing. I'm like, 3, 5,
The same string.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
just going down there.
Probably.
A
Like, they're
string.
very simple songs.
That's awesome. Bro.
Amazing.
So why did you guys, where did you get this idea? I want to be in a rock band. I want to be in a band. I mean, not everybody does that, you know?
I don't know. I guess I'm just crazy enough to do it. I don't know.
There you go.
Naive and just want to do something. That's why I think most of us do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So you played a couple of birthday parties.
Yep.
Then where did it go from there?
Then we got a couple other people from Beaver Creek High School, and that was a little bit more serious. That band was Zulu. I played bass in that one, and we did some recording. We recorded like a 5-song cassette thing at FJM Studios. Yep. But we did have some originals in that. We might have played a couple shows again, like some like backyard parties and whatnot. But the guy that was playing guitar, he had he graduated and then he was like, I'm moving and all that stuff. So that just kind of fell apart.
Fizzled out.
Yeah, but it was fun. Yeah.
That's
Well,
awesome.
it's crazy. There's a lot of musicians that come from Beaver Creek, like the Brainiac guys,
Joe
Anderall.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of
Andrew.
that's a theme. Beaver Creek was pumping out musicians.
There's something in the well water.
That's what we said.
What I mean, did it feel like there were a lot of people playing music from that era when you're growing up in high school? And
Not particularly. I went to Carroll, so there wasn't really the musician scene wasn't really like that. We were definitely like the weirdo minority in that school. Like,
yeah.
So when you said Zulu,
Yes. Yes.
when they broke up, what happened? What did you do?
Oh gosh. Okay, so that was in high school, and then after high school, I started going to International College of Broadcasting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The radio school, yes.
Yeah.
There's a
IBC.
yes.
Who else went there that we interviewed?
I don't remember.
Remember they said
Yeah.
Somebody recently too.
yes, somebody else. Do you know anyone else? Have you come across anyone?
Was it?
Wasn't Ryan?
That's what I thought it was Ryan, but I don't know.
I don't know.
If he did go, he didn't tell me.
Yeah, he must not be.
You
him.
can talk amongst yourselves at band
I will.
practice.
Tomorrow I'm going to get to the bottom of
Tomorrow? You got band practice?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Summer crush.
Hopefully I remember them. Remember the songs.
Remember them. Who are you?
Well, yeah,
Who are you
remember
and why
that.
am I here? That's what.
What? Who are you guys?
Oh my golly. So,
I'm just a singer.
yeah, that's right. Oh golly. So IBC, what got you into IBC?
Well, I was just trying to find some sort of career path, but when I went there, I was like, oh yeah, I'm into music and, radio DJ and television and all that stuff. But when I went to that school, it was still like a very analog centric education. And then they had like one computer. And then of course that is like complete opposite now. So, if you need your tapes sliced and diced, I'm here for you. But other than that, it's kind of, and then honestly now radio is kind of, the DJ is kind of dying out. Right. It really is. Yeah. There's not a lot out there. I mean, of course, you have WYSO and those sort of smaller pockets of cool radio stations. But as a whole, the radio DJ is kind of gone.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
It's sad.
Yeah. But then as soon as I started going to school there, a friend of mine, Jeff, he was like, hey, I think you might be really good friends with my sister, Jenny. You want to meet her? I was like, yeah, sure. So meet this girl, Jenny. And she's like, oh, yeah. We would hit it off. We're still best friends to this day. But she was hanging out with these guys, and they had this band called the Muzzies. And they were kind of from the Middletown, Lebanon area. Poppy was in that band. So they're come up, and I'm living in East Dayton somewhere. I think it was off of Xenia Avenue. And they're like, hey, man, we got this band, and, we need a guitar player. And I'm like, all right, cool, sure, I'll join your band. They're like, well, the thing is, we got a show in 2 weeks. I'm like,
holy mackerel.
Okay, sure, I could do that. I didn't even own a guitar at the time because I had switched to playing bass in Zulu. So I was like, all right, I could do this. So I think we practiced, I don't even know how many times over the course of the 2 weeks. And I borrowed somebody's guitar. There's a picture floating around somewhere of it, some heavy metal black thing, something I would never own. And I'm up there in my Misfit shirt. We're playing Brookwood Hall. I'm like, yeah, okay, this is cool, But
that's awesome.
The show was great. And the band was a lot of fun for a couple of years until, it exploded in a blaze of glory. But as they all do.
Exactly. What was the name of that band?
That was the Muzzies.
The Muzzies. You said that. Sorry.
But Poppy was in that band. Poppy. Play with him. I loved playing with him. And we would play in Cincinnati mostly, or we'd play in Detroit. Erie, Pennsylvania was also a good pocket for us. Ypsilanti, Ann Arbor. I don't even know how we got all these shows. We would just get Book Your Own Fucking Life. We would look in there and be like, okay. And then we'd cold call people hey, man, we're going to come play your show. They're like, okay, cool. I mean, I can't even imagine trying to do that way now. I don't know. Actually, it might be easier. A lot of people like to ignore you on email. So let's bring it back.
I think Jamie was talking about that Book Your Own Fucking Life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was the yearly Bible you got for booking every year. And you would just call and all right, cool. So we did a 7-inch on Beer City Records, and then I think we had another tape that we put out ourselves. We just literally, my mom used to work for this place where she would get a bunch of cassette tapes, and so I just taped over it. It was actually the Pope speaking at the Vatican. So I would
that is awesome.
Tape over it and just literally dub them all by hand. But on occasion, one would get missed, and I would get a call hey, this is a really weird cassette tape that I got. It's
the song ends and the Pope's still talking.
Limited edition.
Sorry, I'll send you another one.
Was somebody speaking in Latin on this?
Oh yeah. Oh, they were. Whoops.
That's great.
And we Xerox the covers and fold them up and put them in there. But then when that band broke up, we had a show booked. We were supposed to open for Marky Ramone and the Intruders, and I looked at Poppy and I said, Poppy, we're playing this show. And it was 2 weeks after this band broke up.
Oh my gosh.
So we recruited my friend Hans, and I was like, hey man, let's whip something together. And we whipped it together in 2 weeks and played the show. I don't even know how we did it that fast. It's beyond my comprehension now, but
you're young.
Yeah, we played Top Cats opening for Marky Ramone,
really?
which is
Top
pretty
Cats?
cool. Yeah, that was awesome. I don't even think that place is there anymore. Is it?
No, I remember going to Top Cats. Yeah.
What year would that have been?
That probably would have been 97. I think the Muzzies were 95 to 97-ish, 6, somewhere there, whatever.
Okay.
Somewhere in there.
What type of music?
Oh, punk.
Yeah.
I mean, when I talked to Poppy about the stuff, he's like, man, that was the best shape I was ever in. I don't even know how I played that fast. I was like, I don't know how I played that fast either. It was crazy. But those shows were just bananas. I mean, the basement shows with everybody just packed in, and I would just kind of stand there trying not to get in the way of things being thrown or microphone stands or, like spit flying everywhere. Like,
That's nuts.
It was fun.
Were you one of the only women playing punk around that time?
Oh, yeah. Probably. I mean, I'm sure there are others out there, but I infrequently ran into them. So honestly, even now still, I'm like probably the only female represented in the band lineup,
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's way better now than it was, but back then it was definitely like, oh man, this is very male dominated. It still is, but it was way worse back then, for sure.
So you were really drawn to the punk.
Oh yeah,
at that time,
for sure.
You wanted to be in a punk band.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I really necessarily just was seeking out punk specifically, but that's just where I landed. So, but yeah, of course. I mean, I drove everybody crazy listening to all the Dead Kennedys albums like over and over and over, and I'm like, oh, but they're like, stop playing that stuff.
I mean, Cyndi Lauper probably had some help. She has kind of her own sort of unique
vibe.
Absolutely.
She was herself, and
Cyndi Lauper is punk.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, she had a real funky clothing, kind of look like.
Oh, the look and everything. Yeah, for sure.
So almost like not to say bag lady, but like, you know what I mean? Like just really mismatched.
Like she went to a thrift store. Cyndi Lauper like that.
Thrift store and put on
absolutely.
Mismatched things and just made a look. And I thought she was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
she was super cool.
She
wrote great songs too, time after time. My gosh, classic.
What was the play on that she just she wrote all the music for just recently?
Yeah, it was on her documentary. I watched that documentary.
Oh no, I didn't know about this.
Was it Kinky Boots?
Was it?
She did the music.
I can't remember. She did though. Yeah. You're right. It's interesting.
Sorry, we're old.
Well, I mean, it was great when she played because she would like tell stories in between. She's like, I don't know what the next chapter of my life's going to bring, and she's up there. She's in her 70s,
I think so.
Close to 80, I think. I can't remember exactly, but yeah,
she's got to be up there.
So who were you looking up to when you started playing? Who were you other than Cyndi Lauper? But who were like, I want to be that person. I want to play like them. Or did you?
Guitar wise, I'm not sure, but I know I really like cut my teeth being able to play along with Ramones and stuff like that. Cause like I would just sit and put the record on and I would just learn by ear and just play until I learned it. And then, I think I was into Violent Femmes for a little while too, like playing bass to Violent Femmes. Man, that's not easy.
I can't imagine.
When you mess up, you're like, oh dang it! You got to start the song all over again. I'm moving the needle back for everybody who's not looking at me right now. But.
So, did you like playing bass or guitar? Do you have a favorite?
Bass is fun, but I like guitar better, honestly.
Yeah. I'll listen to the strings and listen to Summer Crush. I mean, it's just, you guys.
Rocking.
It's awesome. I was listening, I had a delivery today and I was listening to both. Strains on the way down, Summer Crush on the way up. And it's just like, this is the best music to be driving on 75.
On a nice day.
On a nice day.
Windows down.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I was just like, this is awesome.
I-75, my favorite highway.
There you go, exactly. So how did you get, especially just recently, you played Detroit, you were playing Wisconsin. I mean, how do you get those gigs up there? And you guys are playing like all the time.
Oh, yeah. I've known Paul probably about 16, 17 years. I met him when Jamie was playing in Dumbbell with him, and I would like go along and run merch and whatnot. So I've known Paul for a long time, and then in 2024, Paul had asked me to go to Europe with him, and he said, hey, I got these gigs. They're not like, big paying gigs or anything. And the guys that I have in Detroit here, they can't really go. Would you be interested in doing something like that? And I'm like, yeah. But
yes, please.
so it was just he and I that went, and we played with European guys A, I had never gone to Europe ever. B, never met any of these people. So I was like, all right. So he gave me like this list of like, seemed like 500 songs that I should know just in case, you know.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay. All right, I'll learn all this stuff. But, you know, I was a fan of the Strains anyway before,
Right.
you know, and then we went over and we did the shows and it was bananas and everybody went crazy. So that was fun. And I was like, okay. And we got back and Paul's like, you know what? I think I like having 3 guitars in the band because when you record an album, you have 3 guitar tracks. So why should we not do this live? And then, you know, I was like, okay, yeah, I want to be in the, yeah, okay, of course, you know, I'll do it. And then he recruited Janie, me to join in the band. And then my son is actually the bass
Yeah, I was
player in the
gonna ask
band.
you
Yeah.
that.
Yep. And then we got our friend Al King. He's he's an Ann Arbor native, but he lives in Charlevoix.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So we're all like,
Beautiful place.
yeah. That's crazy.
makes practicing a little difficult, but you know, we make it work.
I bet it does. That's crazy.
That's cool. Your son. So you're playing with your son.
Yeah.
How's that?
It's crazy, you know, like we do our first show and it's like this Wayne Kramer benefit thing. And we play 3 songs and we get up to the Blind Pig in Ann Arbor and we're like, oh man, we got to play early. There's going to be nobody there. And then like all of a sudden we look out and there's like a line. I don't even know how far the line went. And like within a few minutes of them opening the door, the place was packed.
Wow.
And you play the premise of the whole concert was you play like maybe 3 songs, but one of them has to be an MC5 cover. And this is my
Cool.
son's first gig as well. And he's actually singing the MC5 covers, no pressure.
Wow.
So we get up there. When we're playing with this guy, Ilias, he was from a German friend of Paul's. He came over because he was doing some of the shows with us before we kind of had a stable U.S. drummer, and he came over and we were just all up there like it was craziness. And I just like looked over. I didn't even have time to think about, hey, that's my kid over there. You know, we're just like,
Amazing.
That's cool.
That is really cool.
So when you first met Paul, were you playing? I think I read somewhere you were doing merch for them or something. Or when you do
Dumbbell.
merch?
Yeah.
For Dumbbell.
Yeah.
But were you you were in Dayton at the time, right?
Yes.
Were you playing after the not the Muffs? That is a band.
The
what?
Muzzies?
The Muzzies.
Oh yeah, no, that was in the 90s. I was definitely when I did join the Strains, Summer Crush had already started as well. So
Oh, okay.
that was like maybe a year prior to that or so. I can't remember the
so there's a
exact
long
timeline.
gap there where you're playing music, I'm assuming. And
Oh no! There's many other bands that nobody's
Yes.
ever heard of.
We want to hear about
we
it.
want to hear about it.
Yeah,
Give us
we
some
want to hear the
highlights.
journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to hear the journey.
Why
here.
not? We just like ping pong to the
No.
end there, I guess, with the Strains.
That's all right.
We kind of did. We're pinging back now.
Okay, all right, we can wrap back around.
Because there's a lot of years there, obviously.
Oh yeah, I mean, honestly, probably out of the entire time, there was probably only maybe 4 or 5 years I didn't really play in a band, but that was kind of during the COVID time and all that stuff. So I guess I get a pass for that. I didn't have anything going on, you know. And I kind of got burned out, you know. It was just like, oh no, I can't. I don't know. I don't know if I could do this. So then when I decided to really like get serious about playing again, I was just like, okay, well, you know, I could kind of give it up. And, you know, I've had a good long run. I've played longer than a lot of other people have actually made it. Or I can lock myself in the basement and see how good I could get in a year. And that's what I did.
Wow.
So I had to really like get my chops back up again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was like daily practice 7 days a week and I would be down there for hours. I don't even know how I did it. I was like a maniac. I was just like, yeah, you know, like doing scales and all that junk I never did before. I hated doing that stuff, but I guess it does work.
There you go.
You lose it, though, don't you? When you're not doing it all the time, you lose your
Oh, absolutely.
big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, but say, well, okay, then we'll wrap back around to okay, so then we had the Muzzies, and then after that broke up, that band I had with Poppy and my friend Hans, we played the Marky Ramone show that was called Invisible Rays. We did that for a couple years, and there was a few lineup changes. Poppy had moved out of town, and some other friends of mine had come into the band, and we'd kind of play the old haunts in Cincinnati and Michigan and Erie, Pennsylvania, and all that. And then after that, there was maybe like a little bit of a break. And then I started Accidentally on Purpose. And that was again, like a couple lineup changes with that. Played for a few years. We would just, tour around Cincinnati and all these, within a 6-hour radius, pretty much was the rule to make it kind of worthwhile. And weekend warriors, because I had my son, and, I'd go to my parents' house for the weekend. We'd play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then come back and pick him up, go to work through the week, and then, do it all over again. Wow. So then I had a couple bands after that. I actually played Dirty Socialites, and then played with a bunch of different people in that. And then after that was kind of the lull. And then there I am, and getting a phone call from Ryan France, like, hey, man, I heard you got nothing going on. And I'm like, okay. Right. Of course, I was apprehensive, because it's heartbreaking to start bands over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, man,
I want to do this work, right?
So then I showed up, and I kind of knew these guys, but not really. I know who Ryan is. I know who Joe is, and Bruce wasn't in the band yet. So we got together at BHA and, practice. And I was like, well, all right, this is okay. I'm okay with dipping my toe back in here. And then before I know it, I was like, hey, man, let's just move the practice space to my house. It'll be a lot easier, and we don't have to pay for the, rental space, because it was like one of those deals where you get a room and there's like 9 bands in there, and you get like 1 day a week. And I'm like, I don't like dragging my stuff back and forth either. If we just set it up here where I've practiced before all the time, my neighbors don't care. So we'll just do it that way. And, we started hitting it hard. We had an album done within a year, went up to Burning Year Studios, where Paul recorded our first album, and so that was fun. And then
it's a great album too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm ready for the second one, which is finished. We were just putting the finishing touches on. We're just going to put it out on CD though. But
very cool.
Yeah, we put the first one out on vinyl, and there's still 80 available. FYI.
Got it.
So, how did you meet Ryan initially? Like
Matt Webster. Through him, I'm sure I've probably seen him a couple times here and there, but when I didn't really remember like one specific, like, oh yeah, this meeting Ryan at this point. So, and then Bruce, he's been in the music scene for a long time, so I've run into him many times over the years. But those guys are a couple years younger, so it makes a big difference, like who you're really tight with, like running around musically or friend wise when you're at a certain age. And like Jamie, I didn't know Jamie really back then. I kind of knew who he was, but it wasn't like we were hanging out. So.
Everybody knew who he was if you ever stepped foot in Canal Street.
Oh yeah, right. I'll be like, hi.
Yeah. We were all that way.
Yes, everybody was like,
to the episode. We were all, we all had that reverence of Jamie Holiday.
And he's such a great guy. And you're in a band with him, which I can't imagine. It's like, wow, that'd be crazy. Yeah. But
so what year was that you got into the band with Ryan Summer Crush?
I think that started in 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So we were around for like 3 years.
Okay.
So in all the different bands, were you doing a lot of the singing too? Were you just strictly guitar, or how did?
Well, the Muzzies, no, I did not do any singing. All I had to do was show up, play guitar, and not get in the way of things flying around.
Right, yeah.
But everything else, I've pretty much been like the lead vocalist and playing guitar. But in the Strains, I have a little pressure taken off of me because I'm not the lead vocalist. But we all 4 do a lot of singing, but Paul's the main vocal. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I listening again, and you could hear your vocals coming through, and you're like, oh, that's awesome. And then I started listening to Summer Crush, and I'm like, oh. Yeah, this is it.
Well, that's a funny thing is when he was recording that album, which was prior to me being the Strains, he was like scheming these little things in his head, like, oh, I think we would harmonize well together. And then he was like, then that was kind of another reason why he wanted me to join as well, so we could get some more vocal harmonies going on. And then, add my son to the mix, so we automatically just kind of sync up pretty well. And then, we got all 4 of us in the front. And in the Strains, it's good because it's a band that has like 3 front people in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
myself, Jamie, and Paul. So we're all like, we know how to get out there and
Right.
do the
Work
thing.
the
And-
stage.
oh yeah, and Kellen, he's finally kind of starting to loosen up and do his own thing
Nice.
now.
How old is
so
he?
he's 23.
23.
So he brings our collective age down.
That's what Sprinkle does with ours. So it's okay.
It's true. One young buck amongst
Hey,
You
it's
need
all it
young
takes,
blood.
right?
That's right. Exactly.
one young buck and a bunch of grizzled veterans.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a veteran.
Of music. Dan.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
How is it? I can't imagine juggling two bands.
Yeah.
It's a
You know,
lot.
I would, especially when you're playing a lot of shows with, and Ryan, when we talked to him, he mentioned, you're playing,
Oh, yeah,
a lot with
I
the
mean-
Strange. He's like, I haven't seen her in a month or
Oh
something.
yeah.
Because you're busy. But
Yeah.
two bands,
It is a lot, but I mean, I knew that Summer Crush wouldn't be like hitting the road hard,
Yeah.
I'm be like, hey guys, why don't we go to Cincinnati? Like, play, out of town, So, but I knew we might go do a show here and there, but
Yeah.
it's a low pressure situation. So,
Yeah.
except for I put more pressure on myself probably because I'm like, oh man, I still haven't written lyrics for that new song yet. But there's only so many hours in the day.
Yeah.
And I have a whole another third album of the Strains I'm trying to figure out my parts for, and it's just like it's bananas sometimes.
Holy mackerel.
But
You're like the James Brown of.
ow,
Yeah, exactly.
I feel good.
That is how hard working you are. I can't imagine.
So you're working on third different record with the Strains that you've been a part of, you said?
Well, it'll be the second one for all of us, but
Okay.
it'll be the third album when we have a couple 7-inches as well. So,
Okay.
but we like to stay way ahead of the game. We
Yeah.
actually kind of have some songs in the docket for the fourth one too. So we just want,
wow.
I mean, Paul has a studio in his house.
Yeah,
It's
that
he
helps.
gets the drummer in there. He goes down there and he records the scratch guitar, vocal, and drums, and then we come in and just hammer away and just do it.
That sounds amazing.
And then I have to remember a lot of stuff.
That's the hard
Luckily,
part.
not all at once though.
Yeah. To remember it all is hard.
Meet Me in the City, sponsored by Twisted River Coffee Roaster. Twisted River offers an unpretentious approach to specialty coffee. Visit twistedrivercoffee.com and use promo code INTHECITY at checkout to receive a one-time discount of 10% off your entire order. Tell me your craziest show story. Something that sticks in your head.
Oh boy.
Good, bad, whatever.
We did have this gig in Green Bay. It was at the UFO Museum. It was like a record store.
Okay.
We were playing there, and the record store owner, he kind of put together the bill. So we get there, we're just came from Minnesota to Green Bay, and we're there set up. And I asked this young kid to, open this up. He's like one-man band. I like to give him a chance when, the opportunity arises. So I was like, why is this guy not promoting? I'm like, oh, okay. He's like a young kid. So I was like, all right, cool. So we get there, and the kid's kind of running around with his guitar on, and parents are there, and brother is there, and he's like acting all nervous and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. He's young, So then he sets up and he starts playing, and we're all just kind of like politely watching him do his thing. Not really my jam, but it was like, okay, like, good. I'm glad you're doing these things. Well, the mom decided we were not being appreciative enough and dancing and all this stuff, and she just started flipping everybody off that was standing. Oh, she had a meltdown.
Wow.
It was like crazy, and we're like kind of like, oh, it's like, we're just gonna kind of ignore this and whatnot. And then it just got wilder and wilder with her behavior. And then by the end of the night, the kid, he's like just crying and, you know, all this stuff because the mom is just behaving so badly. And he was trying to, it was just awful. And then he's like flipping you're running into the merch table. And that's when I got mad. I was like, that's our stuff. You know, my big voice came out. And it was just like, so then like everybody's all upset. It's just craziness. And then like the whole show got canceled. To the record store owners, you know, kindness, he still paid us, but it was just like everybody left and people were crying. It was just like, oh my God, what's going on here? You know, like
That's insane.
Yeah. Oh man, I've never seen such bad behavior from, you know, an adult woman before. Well, I guess I have, but I didn't expect it. I really just didn't see it coming.
Rock show.
I know.
At
It's
a
like,
show
what were
where
you expecting?
You're all playing music. I
don't know.
No one has to react a certain way to anything.
Oh, well, not according to her.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
That's crazy.
I think my mom only came to a couple of my shows.
I mean, she was like yelling at the other band's daughter because I know your mother is, she's a slut. Like, you know, saying all this crazy stuff. And the daughter's crying. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then the last band, the other band, was like, oh, sorry, we have to go home. My daughter's crying. And it was a mess.
Oh my God.
I was like, man, we drove a long way
For a mess.
nothing.
Wait, hold on. I don't even remember if you said. Did you guys actually play?
No,
it said the show.
because everybody left.
But you still got paid at least.
Yes.
That's
Wow.
good.
I wonder if that kid ever played again.
I know.
That's
That would
the
be
thing.
fascinating.
Maybe. I think there was like a whole online battle going on with, I just stayed out of it. There was all kinds of weirdness going on that I didn't want to be a part of. So I just kind of let that go. It was just,
Easy
it was
peasy.
crazy. Yeah.
Green Bay is a really small town, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, this is our first time there. And I'm like, well, all right. Cool.
Maybe they all know each other.
Right, exactly.
You know, they're
was a
pissed at
slut.
her mom.
You know.
Maybe. I know, right? Who does that? What grown ass woman yells at
Young girl
yeah,
about
young
her mom.
girl
It's
about
like,
her mom. But
Easy
there we
peasy.
were, like in disbelief of what was going on the whole time. We're like, eesh.
That is insane. So after all these years, what keeps you going back? What makes you want to be on the road playing those shows?
I'm not sure. It's just fun. And we're just all kind of crazy enough to do it, I guess, you know. So some of the shows are great. Some are just, you know, Carl's Tavern of the world where, you know, there's like, but, you know, you never know. But we've met a lot of great people on the road out there. We, you know, go out and tour with a lot of fun people. We meet a great, you know, we made a great connection with Frank Meyer when we did the Handsome Dick Manitoba tour last year. And we did a lot of touring with Frank, and we did a Midwest tour with him. And then we also did the California run. So we were gone almost like 2 months then, kind of on and off. And we kind of took care of the Midwest. He took care of the California portions of it. And then we just did another 5-day run with Manitoba. And I mean, all the guys in his band they're just fucking great. I love those guys so much. They're
on Instagram, I see all the posts and stuff. And you guys played
Covington.
Covington?
Down in Newp.
that was Sunday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were playing a bookstore, and then they had that stage, the big stage on the side of. And I was like, "This is awesome place," or a coffee shop, maybe it was.
Oh, Anodyne Coffee in Milwaukee. Yeah.
I was like, "Man, that is awesome."
Yeah, we have good friends up there. That's Cliff and Marie Olsberger. That's how Jamie and Paul met 30-something years ago with the Wanda Chrome tour, where Jamie was playing drums when he wasn't really a drummer. And
That
Paul,
was a great story.
Paul just happened to be the other guy in the van, you know, on tour with them. So they've known each other for a long time. So yeah,
that is amazing. Just doing this podcast in such the small world of people, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's great. And I've never seen you guys live, either band live, but you better believe.
Well, you better remedy that.
I was going to say, you better
Well,
believe
you're
my
playing in June, aren't they?
Yeah, June 5th is the Summer Crush
Blind
CD
Bob.
release. So
Where's that?
my ass will be there.
June 5th.
Yep,
I got to put
Where
that
is
in
that?
the
it's a Friday
calendar.
at Blind Bob's.
Yeah,
Blind
Blind
Bob's.
Bob's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. When I've talked to Ryan, I'm like, if you guys ever need an opening band, let us know.
Well, I think we did, but you guys weren't available.
Right,
on that
yeah,
one,
right, yeah. we got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, I'd love to at some point.
Yeah.
play with you guys.
I think I get back from vacation June 4th. So that
Well,
would
how
be
convenient.
nicely. Head on
They
down the
booked it
road
just
to
because
Bob's.
of that.
Yeah,
thank
just
you.
in time.
Appreciate that. Thank you for running.
You're
the time.
welcome. You're
Yes.
welcome.
So with the strains, I mean, it sounds like Summer Crush is, as you said, a little more relaxed.
Oh, yeah.
You might put more pressure on yourself for the gig or whatever that means for you. But with the strains, how many shows a year are you guys playing?
I think last year the tally was 50 something. I can't remember
Wow.
exactly. But yeah, I mean, we're looking to do it as much as we can this year. So
More shows this year.
Oh
you're
yeah,
hoping.
for sure. I mean, after we did that 5-day run, and then we have a kind of one-off show this Friday, and then after that we head to Europe for I think it's like 10 or 11 days,
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
come back and we have a little run with the dogs from Michigan, but they live in California now, and then we have a Texas run scheduled in June.
Wow.
And so
Man.
Man, you're
Where-
going for it.
Where are you? Where are all you playing in Europe?
there's a couple dates in Germany, Cologne and Frankfurt, and then the rest are all in France.
Cool.
That's why I'm heading over to Amsterdam, and Jamie had said you guys are going to be over there. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'd love to see you guys.
Yeah, we tried to get a
Those are-
gig in Amsterdam, but it was
Yeah.
just too late. You got to book so far out for that.
Do
But
ya?
our equipment lives there, so that's kind of our home base in Europe. So yeah.
Nice. That'd be really.
So what's it like playing over there? Like, what's your experience?
Well, I only had the one time, but it was great. I mean, there's definitely a language barrier, more so in France, I think, from my experience, than in Germany. But or maybe the French are like, if you don't know any French, I'm
Right.
not. Yeah.
I'm not going to talk to you.
right? Can't blame them
Little
really.
snooty.
But everybody was super nice, and I mean, it was just amazing because you get treated well. You actually get a meal and you get accommodations, and then everybody comes out and they want to talk to you and they boogie down like just crazy, And in the smallest room you can imagine, you're like, oh man, you can't get but 10 people in here. There'll be like 100. And you're like, oh man, this is great, and they just go bananas. So yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. A very good response playing, and everybody's into it, and they're just like right in your face, and it's like great.
Well, the energy of your music, I don't know how you couldn't.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You may have to be dead.
yeah, exactly.
Or that mom in Green Bay,
It's
maybe.
like sports up there. Yeah, I know. I'm like, all right, go.
You have to be conditioned.
Yeah. When you don't play for a while, because we didn't have any shows really booked from the end of the West Coast run until March, and we did a kind of a one-off. We did a show for a Hamtramck Blowout, and we all were like the next morning, like, oh man, we're out of shape and do it. You get out of the practice of doing it quickly, you know. It's a lot of energy expended. There's no way to prep for it. No way.
No.
How's it touring with your son?
Oh, it's great.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet that's amazing. So, what was the first thing he got into? Do you know, music wise? What really?
I mean, as a young child, baby, he'd have a CD player in there, and he would when he was able to get up and hit the repeat, it was like he would listen to the Ramones and David Bowie or Curtis Mayfield or a bunch of stuff that I'm like, oh man, if I hear that again, because he would just get up and hit start again. So it was like but
Kids find something they lock in, man.
That was.
yeah, for sure.
I
It
was
was
gonna say that was my son and Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
nonstop.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's very wide range of music, so
That's awesome.
Did you teach him how to play music?
nope.
No. So
Did you encourage him?
I mean, things were out. There's instruments out.
You're
if
like,
you-
here, catch. Oh, I'm going to drop
Oh, Butterfingers.
this.
Whoops. Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think when he was really little, and I might have some cassette tapes floating around, he and I had a band called Mohawk Rock, and he would play along, and he'd be like, you did it wrong, start over,
Oh my gosh,
okay. I'll have to find that. It'll be pretty funny to listen to it.
that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That is cool.
So how old was he when he started to play?
I think he started playing a little more in high school. I mean, he would kind of tinker around on things here and there when he was younger. He might have played they did have a talent show thing one time. He put together a band. They played a song or something, but definitely he started getting more serious playing guitar in high school. So, and he is by far a better guitar player than I am. It's crazy. I'm like, dude,
Stop.
Right?
man, I've been working on this for like 37 years. Damn it.
I can only imagine having a mom like you, though. That would have been awesome. So,
I mean, how much trouble can he get in with his mom?
exactly.
Well, maybe a lot. I don't know.
Well, and you got to be. I mean, I'm sure you're proud.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
know,
Yeah.
It's partly your fault that he is what he is, right?
That's true. This is true.
How did he get into the band?
Well, what had happened is the drummer that recorded the album, he was the guy we played with. He was from Amsterdam, and he came over to do the album.
Okay.
And Paul kind of had like a person he was going to have play bass. And I was like, hey, is it okay if Kellen just, just to try out like recording process, do a song or two? He's like, yeah, sure, man. Have him like learn I don't know, he picked 2 or 3 songs. I was like, okay. So I was like, hey, man, if you want to like just try it out and give it a go, just for fun to see what it's like. He's like, oh, yeah, okay. So he never even picked up a bass prior to that, really.
Oh,
and
Wow.
yeah, so I'm like, oh, man, dude.
Wait, prior to him like learning the songs and being in the studio, he hadn't learned it?
Oh, he had never picked up a bass really and played. He was a guitar player. So I'm like, here, you play bass, like.
Okay.
Figure this out.
No, it's crazy. This was a very short time ago. And then he's like, all right. So he goes and he plays the songs, and it was kind of like, got the red light fever on 1 or 2 of them, but he did fine, and but then
Red light.
we all get it. We're like, oh man, I don't remember this song at all. Even though it's digital, it's still the red light fever.
I don't think anybody's ever mentioned that phrase.
Yeah. Oh, it's true. It's a thing.
Yeah. So
Forget it all.
the recording goes on, and
Oh
you
yeah,
just
you're like,
freeze.
man, I've never
I don't
played that song more terribly than I did just now.
Or you just don't even know what song.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
What are we playing?
like
We
what?
had a song like that on stage in
That,
December.
that happened to me one time. I vividly remember.
Such a horrible feeling.
Dude, it was.
Oh, it's very-
It was bad. It was in Invisible Rays. We were playing in Walnut Hills. I think we were playing with Let's Crash, and I just could not remember the song. And I'm just like, and Hans was like, oh, it goes like this, and I couldn't remember. And I remember Mike Volk, he was being so sweet. He was like, it's okay, it happens to everybody. He's like, no, it doesn't. And then I
my
finally
gosh.
remembered it, and I was like, oh.
Well, and the problem is when you get in that mode, then you start scrambling, and then
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
exponentially bad.
Oh, yeah.
And recovering once you're there, yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It was. I really remember not remembering that song at all. I don't remember what song I forgot at this point, but yeah. Then when Kellen did that recording with the Strain stuff, Paul would come to Dayton and we would do some guitar tracks and stuff, and he would be ask Kellen like, "Well, hey, this other guy I had." Didn't really quite cut the mustard on the bass tracks. You want to record this song? And Kel was like, sure. And well, while you're at it, why don't you go ahead and record this one? And then before we know it, he's on the whole album.
Wow.
And then Paul's like, well, do you want to join the band?
That's cool. That's really cool.
How do you feel about doing 50 shows a year
Yeah,
with your mom?
right.
He's hooking them.
The
slowly.
pay,
Yeah,
the pay
exactly.
is 0.
Well, there you go. See?
You're young. So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
That's awesome.
Just give me a Taco Bell.
Yeah, right.
So, knowing what you know now, what would you have told yourself in high school about everything that goes on?
In the music business. I mean, I guess I wish I would have been more focused back in the 90s when I had more time, I guess, it's like, but, and really I feel like the 90s was kind of like that last era of really getting on record labels and having, having a record label, like grow in artists and all that. But now it's just like, then it's turned into like dopamine hits constantly, trying to get your music out there. Like, did you go viral? No. Well, okay. Nobody knows who you are. Great. Oh, okay. So it's really hard to get the attention of the people and labels and booking agents and all that stuff, which would be of great help if anybody is out there listening.
Yeah, I can't imagine booking all those shows.
It's a pain in the butt.
I bet
I
it is.
bet.
Yeah.
It's like 9 times out of 10, you don't even get a response. I'm like, hey man, I get it. You probably get a million emails, but if you don't have the date open, just please say no so I can move on. I'm
right,
trying to do a
right.
routing here, and it's just it's you want to just bang your head against the wall when you're trying to book these tours. And I'm like, I can't drive all the way to Texas just to play these shows in Texas. I need to work our way down there, you know? So it's, you know, kind of, you have to be strategic about it and figure out where to go. And, you know, we have a lot of good connections, but really when you're going to these places we haven't been before, it's hard to really break in.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
And so are you pretty heavily involved in booking?
Sometimes Paul does a lot of it. Really, he has a lot of contacts that he's made over the years. He's been in, you know, a bunch of bands, and he has still has his European contacts because he lived there in Germany for 20 years, and he toured Dumbbell, and he was in Nitwits and all these other bands that he did. So he's got a pretty good network, and you know, Jamie and I, of course, have a pretty good network just from our touring here. But you know, it's the bands change and the clubs change, and you know, so it's always a new ball game. You know, every couple years, really, honestly.
Yeah. Wow. Do you when you listen to Summer Crush and the Strains, obviously there's a difference.
Oh yeah.
Right? I mean, the guitars are rocking no matter what. You know, great sounds on the guitars, but do you look at it from your point of view, because you're the lead vocalist in Summer Crush, versus you do a little bit of singing, but you're mainly guitar, right?
Right.
Do you look at it differently? Do you treat it differently? One's a little more poppier.
Not necessarily. I guess kind of the main
consciously.
Yeah, you know? I mean the main difference is Paul's the songwriter in the Straits. Right. And, you know, he allows us, if he likes it, to add our own, you know, touches. But if he doesn't like something, you know, he'll be like, yeah, well, why don't you try it like this, you know? So in that way we could be creative. But honestly, like in Summer Crush, you know, we kind of like, I'll come up with the riff, or Ryan does, and then we kind of like blob it together, and then I do the lyrics, which I hate writing lyrics. I really do. It's not too. My jam. Really, you know, like I'm like, oh gosh, nobody wants to know what I have to say. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. And but yeah, they're definitely two totally different beasts, you know. But it's two different songwriters, you know.
True. Basically,
at the end of the day. So, but yeah, I really like in the Strains. I can kind of think about my crazy guitar parts more, or think of like, you know, when we go and record, I'm like, I want to just do like I call it a Yoko Ono track on vocals, and I'll just like, you know, we'll just kind of sit there and go la 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 la, you know. And sometimes something turns out that way, you know, where you have like a good like lick that comes out of just going blah 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 or whatever, you know, during a song, and you know, oh wow, that's kind of a happy accident, you know. So there's a lot of those on that the Strains Queen Death album. There was on I Like It Rough, I think Jamie like accidentally hit something on accident, and Paul's like, man, that sounds like a space alien landing, so he like, you know, jazzed it up, and so like, you know, so things like that, you know. I like to play along or play with adding those kinds of things to that. And Summer Crush, we do some of that too, but it's not as intense. It's kind of like, you know, oh, we'll just kind of get the meat and potatoes, and we do add like some layers, but I know that we're limited with 2 guitar players. So I don't really go too crazy on that, but it's fun to play off of Ryan or play off of Paul and Jamie, and with, you know, all these different guitars going on. So I don't like to just play the same things at the same time. So
yeah, I really enjoy your songwriting in Summer Crush.
You.
I just some of those songs listening to today, I was just like, these. I mean,
well, thank you.
Not that my opinion means diddly, but
it does.
It was just like, I'm like, okay, this is awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you find it's harder to write the melody or the lyrics?
Lyrics, for sure.
Really? You're a melody person. You hear the melody for the vocals right off.
Yeah. Usually I'll just kind of like sit on it like in the basement and just like listen to it over and over again. And then, you know, like, you know, you might get like a little couple words in there, and you kind of like think about it, and then I'll go to bed and then wake up in the middle of the night like, eureka.
Yep, that's it.
Get out your phone and record it.
Oh yeah, but I love like playing along to the like those initial like, oh okay, well here's the kind of meat and potatoes, and then like sit down and come up with a completely different other guitar part for it, which I might sometimes play myself, or I'll be like, hey Ryan, can you play that, because I can't play that part and sing it at the same time. And one of the songs that we have on this next album for Summer Crush, if you heard the original song, which is what Ryan is playing, and then what I put over it, it's a completely different song now, which I was kind of like dissatisfied with it at first when I originally wrote it prior to the band, and then I was like, oh, this is what it needed, you know what I mean? So it really like took it to that next level of.
And he said the new record is noisier. There's some noise. That's what he said.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Well, a couple people are like, man, were you really mad when you wrote that first record? I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. Like, are you okay? I'm like, yes.
I think there was a lot of emotion in it.
Yeah.
So who knows what was going on. But yeah, it was good. I can't wait to hear the new one.
Yeah.
I know.
You've talked about some of the Cyndi Lauper, Dead Kennedys, Ramones, some of these bands that sound like are obviously, it's music you've spent a lot of time with. Is there anything that's really striking your fancy that's out and about now that you're listening to? Whether it's in the punk vein of things, I'm always curious.
I kind of like to plop on some Turkish psychedelic music sometimes.
You got Sprinkle going.
Turkish psychedelic.
Yeah, man, that stuff's crazy. You
Like,
know,
old, like stuff from like the 60s, 70s
yeah,
stuff? Or is it
yeah,
like
or
current?
just. It might be current. I don't know. I just kind of like hit like a playlist or whatever. It's usually probably winds up being the older stuff, but I just listen to that. Or I love listening to Latin music and different things like that. So it's just kind of all over the place. But I kind of don't really necessarily like listening to rock and punk a lot when I'm trying to like write stuff.
Yep. Yep.
So I like to have a completely different experience.
Are you afraid you'll start mimicking or?
No, not necessarily. It's just, I mean, I still love all that stuff and I listen to it all the time, but I just like the layering of those things. Like, and I'm really into I like Solar Sun Pickups a lot and Radiohead, things with like a lot of like shoegazy, layers to it, and you're like, oh yeah, I like that.
Brings in the psychedelic.
Yeah, right. No, it's fun, and it's something I try to purposely listen to stuff I would normally not gravitate to, and then I wind up liking it a lot because it's interesting and cool.
Yeah, that is
cool.
I think that's the hardest thing for me is to find new music there or new to me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
To find stuff that is outside of, not that anyone listens to the radio anymore, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. So.
Well, we've talked about this before. How it's just easy to listen to those familiar old favorites. You don't have to think about it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You can put the Dead Kennedys on, and you're probably.
I've listened to them enough in my life. I'm done.
Whatever your example is,
they're all in here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of that way with the Beatles. Like I've listened to this, I love it, but I don't need to listen to it anymore.
Right, it's all in your head.
It's all in the head. Yeah,
Yeah.
And if I hear it, great, but I don't have to sit down intentionally and listen to it.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, and that's why I really love WYSO because every evening is something different, like Monday Night Jazz, and all these different genres that I wouldn't normally necessarily seek out on my own. I'm like, okay, I'll just turn on the radio and listen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then something catches your attention, and then it gives you an idea. And you're like, oh yeah, okay. Cool.
I even find myself when I'm watching TV shows, I'll have Shazam handy because it'll be a snippet of something. And, and I'll be like, what is that? And I'll find music that's got like 1,000 listens or something and be turned on to it just because I happen to hear just a little snippet here or there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got obsessed, and these guys are probably tired of me talking about it, but I got obsessed with the Dutch culture. And so
you got obsessed?
You
still
are
obsessed.
Yeah.
But the last
I think
time,
there's more going on.
the last time I went, I specifically sought out Dutch artists. Well, then I found this female vocalist, and she just was blowing my mind. The problem is the only thing I can find is like 5 songs of hers, and then she's like disappeared, and I'm like, I want more. So on Spotify there is a playlist, and there is some similar, but man, I want more of
and some of those people just faded in the wood.
Yeah.
Like, bam, I'm here, gone.
They're not like you.
Yeah, right. They're not maniacs like me who just keep going and going.
Well, and you're a working musician.
Yeah.
You know,
That-
I mean, a lot
yeah.
of people on Spotify, they're just putting songs up. They don't play live or anything, which is fine. That's awesome. They're expressing their
Oh, for sure.
creative.
Yeah.
But you're like working.
Yeah. I can't.
You know?
It boggles my mind since I've been following you guys how much you're working. It's insane. I get tired watching it. So. Well, and the energy of your music too.
Yeah.
That's like you said, if you haven't done it for a while, then you're out of shape. And I can't imagine. Like how long, what's a set list for you?
Probably about 45. When we're direct support, it's usually. But we kind of go in with a 30-minute set or 45, whichever we are required, and then we go based on that. Of course, when we get the 30-minute, I'm like, whew. But, most of the time is we're having around 45, which that's a good but yeah, it is a lot of work, but it's fun.
Yeah. Shawn is a big proponent of shorter sets.
Oh, I am. Brainiac
tell
did
why.
that.
Tell
Brainiac was
absolutely.
famous for that.
Absolutely, leave them wanting more.
That's
Boom.
right.
I got.
And Brainiac, they were, at their height, were
Yeah.
still doing 30-minute sets. It's like,
Let me cover my fish hat up. Who plays 30-minute songs?
One of their songs is 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
but that's, it's so, I love playing short sets. I would rather open any day of the week.
Oh yeah. Well, at our age too.
Yeah, at our age. We're old and decrepit and can't remember stuff.
Part of the problem, though, like when you go to see a band, if you're paying a certain amount of money for
Yeah.
it, you kind of want more.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I guess it depends on the band. But there is something too, like getting done with the show and walking out and feeling like, man, I wish that was still going.
Yeah.
That will pull you
Yeah.
back to go see you again, or the next
Yeah.
night, or whatever it might be.
I agree.
Or 20 years later.
Or 20 years later, these two are rekindling the. They took a little bit of a gap and are playing around.
Hey,
a little bit
Again, people need the meatloaf of Dayton. So.
Yes.
I don't know, Greta, if you do.
I would do anything.
There you go. See?
I like that.
That's
I
awesome.
think she may beat you out.
That's true. I could wear the ascot a lot better than she can. I guarantee it.
Would you do anything for love? But I won't do
But
that.
I won't do that. Yeah.
Excellent. Good to know.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So we were talking about that. One of my favorite bands is Concrete Blonde. They opened for Sting in the Cincinnati Gardens.
my mind.
Weirdest. They played 4 songs and got off the stage. And that was the whole reason I was there, to see Sting start.
4?
Yeah.
That's
and I was like,
horrible.
I know. And I'm like, done. I'm out of here. So, but
That
it's
is
the only
so-
time I ever
that's
got to see
weird.
him play. I know.
Sting probably told him.
Probably.
I saw
probably like
Raging
yelling.
Slab open for Lenny Kravitz, and they played longer than that.
No, they played 4 songs.
Who is Raging Slab?
Exactly. Exactly. That's the point.
Exactly.
Greta, you nailed
Are they
it.
metal?
No, they're like kind of
Industrial?
I don't know, dirty rock sort
Oh, okay.
of.
They're all,
rock.
they're all
All
sons
right.
of butchers.
Oh,
They wear bloody.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for drawing that out. Well, Greta, we appreciate your time. We want to leave room. Shawn, Dan, any other questions, comments?
So you're playing June 5th?
yes, at Blind Bob's.
Awesome. Blind
This
Bobs.
should be released by the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
This should come out sometime in April. So if you're listening to this at the end of April, May,
Beginning of May.
beginning of May. So it should be about a month or so before that show. So if you're
Yeah.
listening to this, come see Greta and Summer Crush at Blind Bob's on
I
June
will,
5th.
I will be there.
I'm going to do my
For
best
sure.
to be
Me
there.
too.
Yeah.
Be awesome.
Yeah.
It would be fantastic. Shawn?
Well, I have to ask this because I asked Ryan this, and he's the only person I've asked this, is do you have a lot of guitars?
No.
Awesome. I love that. Because I have 2. 2 electric.
2 good ones.
Yeah, 2 real good ones. Les Paul. But
Rickenbacker.
what's your favorite guitar and your favorite amp that you play like with both? Do
Oh.
you play the same setup for both bands?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I have a Fender 1971 Fender Mustang and then a Magnatone amp. Yep.
Nice.
I don't like
No
pedals.
hesitation there.
Yeah,
She knew exactly what the answer
I got
was.
a little boost pedal and a tuner. That's it. I don't
That's
like.
it.
I don't like to
No
fight. I
fooling
don't like
around.
effects. I don't like. Yeah. Nope.
Wow. Nice. I like it.
Yep.
I love that.
Straight.
Yeah. I love it.
Cool.
It's
Who
amazing.
wants a bunch of pedals that can go wrong
I
Well,
wouldn't even know how to use
on
them,
stage?
so-
I'm not a gear person, and I would be
I'm
like,
not
I mean,
either.
I'm not, the tech guy, and I'll be like, something went
Yeah.
wrong. So, but I mean, those amps just sound fantastic.
Yeah. Well, Ryan had like ridiculous amount of guitars, which I'm jealous. I'm just saying.
I leave the pedals and guitars to him.
He was,
I mean, I had a couple, but like,
that's awesome. I love that.
What's it like playing with 3 guitarists in a band, though?
It's great.
Is it?
yeah.
Oh, I bet it's full.
Yeah.
yeah, does it get muddy at all?
No, surprisingly not. Even though we're all playing the same magnetones, basically,
Really?
all our guitars are different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
different. So it just kind of, and stylistically, we all play different. So it does kind of, blend together, but not really. And it's nice having 3 guitars. So if you mess up,
Yeah.
and not all of us are messing up at the same time, it's totally covered. And you're like,
That's true.
shoo, nobody will know.
Also, it's rock and roll. So
Exactly, yeah.
mistakes
Things
are-
go wrong.
Mistakes are okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
It's rock and roll.
Paul likes to say the strains are kind of like an amalgamation of the Addams Family meets the Partridge Family, and then kind of reminiscent of the MC5 as well. So
there
we're
you
just
go.
kind of blasting through everything.
Sounds awesome. I need to see both bands.
Yes, you do.
live. And I will. I promise. So, that's awesome.
Thank you so much.
for coming
Greta,
in.
thank you
Yeah.
for
Thank
joining
you.
us today. Thanks for coming on. We
been a
appreciate it.
pleasure.
Good luck with everything with
Thank
both
you.
bands in the
Yeah.
future.
And your third band, whatever that's
Yeah,
called.
No.
Whenever.
I was going to say,
Nope.
if you need one, Sean and I. He plays
Dan
a mean
does
band.
But if you're
to
going to play
win, so-
some Meatloaf, I'll come up and
Hey,
sing.
there you go.
Hey, don't tempt us with a good time.
Oh,
Thank you,
awesome.
Greta. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks.
If you want to start again, if you want to start